Good morning, everyone. It's Rafgal, and we are going to play some more Breath of Fire 2. Last time was kind of a side quest excursion. So I think this time we are going to... Let's see if I can find it. We're gonna go do our Ruffa hunt so we can get the crazy ringleader from the circus. What he wants, apparently? He wants a new attraction, he wants an Ruffa. While I could try and get 900,000 zenny, that seems like a lot of money grind. I did find out that there's an even easier way to do the money grind. Which actually, you know what? Since I'm wandering around looking for the right path, we're gonna do this one thing real quick. Apparently it wasn't quite day yet. Is it still night? Wow, okay. Or maybe I'm misremembering something here? Maybe you're not allowed to get in there yet? I did a bit more research, so that's kind of where I'm looking here. Yeah, this isn't it. Huh. Okay, so maybe we can't get there yet. That's okay. Like I said, I wasn't actually planning to do that right now. I just happened to be swimming by and... Okay. So hopefully now we're going the right way. We're trying to get to the bridge near Colossia. There we go. So this little cave is where the Rufas are. And I think we're gonna do, let's see, slice, attack, attack, cyclone? Bo gets 2 attacks. Bosch gets 2 attacks because of his weapon, which is awesome. Continuing to regret putting the item that I did on Ryu, or the spell on Ryu, because there's other characters that could have used Slice better. Hey, if these stingers are the primary enemies in this area, I am okay with that. They go down pretty easy and they tend to waste their first turn healing. kill. Okay, there's a coin. Coins are good. Maybe I won't screw it up this time. We actually have one more fishman spot that I want to try fishing for. And you know, despite my experiences thus far, and I'm actually really excited for that one when we get to it. Okay, this one looks nasty. So I think we just do this. Normal, except we're gonna do Jolt. Yeah, main thing we're gonna be fixing coming up soonish here is the agility issue. That being the fact that a lot of the enemies have very high agility in this game. It makes it really hard to run away. It gives us issues, you know, all these issues we've had throughout the game with them getting a bunch of actions before we get to go. But that's a little ways down the road. Ruffa is just kind of yet another side quest. I finally got all of my notes done for this section. That's part of the reason it took so long to get this next video up. It's because I was on my last page of notes. And this particular, like, we'll put it this way. I made a comment earlier that after you've freed Bo is where the game kind of really starts, because you start getting this more exposure to the demons and stuff like that. I was wrong, because the next section is actually worse in terms of how many, or in terms of story progression goes. We're getting Spar so that we can... Oh, you can't actually go through there. Whoops. I misread the map. But yeah, no, this section is like the most convoluted series of side quests to get our initial objective. You know, we spent the first third of the game running around the world trying to get Bo's name cleared. The second third of the game is going to be spent actually getting the information we need out of the stupid wise tree. And then the last third of the game, they kind of rush through the actual plot, which, you know, I'm kind of okay with, and like, all the stuff involved isn't terrible. It's just, I don't know. I I've talked about it before. It's one of the same problems that Lufia 2 and a few other games that I still really enjoy have. You spend so much of the time throughout the game doing these little fetch quests that chain into one another. Kind of like a Zelda trading sequence, except for each one requires you to complete a dungeon. And a lot of times you have to revisit the same dungeon more than once in this case. Like, you have to... There's a lot of back and forth. We're gonna have to go through this cave twice. Like, that should pretty much... We're still in the first room of this dungeon also, which is annoying. Oh my god. One of the other random things we're going to be getting here is an item that gives us a reduced encounter rate, finally. And those agility boosts that I was talking about are also going to give us a higher chance to get the has the initiative message. Which will let us run away from encounters more easily. Now, the downside with that is XP in this is terrible, so we're going to need to grind more. Which I guess I will just toss out now, and I'll be making a post later on Discord and Facebook. We will be having a grind session later, and I may do, depending on how many questions I get. So in the past, when I've done, like, my Final Fantasy VI, we did a Q&A session during the grind. So basically, if you have stuff you want to post, or people can post questions, and then I will respond. And talk through questions people have during, like, while I'm grinding out levels. So while we're doing random encounters. It's still a little ways off, but I figured I would just mention it now, so if you do have questions that you want me to, spend some time waxing poetic on, we'll probably have 1 or 2 videos later on during this game that could be grind sessions with Q&A. Ocean robe. You here to join in the Oopa Roopa hunt? It's a waste of time. Something's got them spooked. They'll attack whoever gets close. Okay, he's gonna teach us how to catch Oopa Roopas. Here's how it works. Put some bait in front of their hidey hole and step back. Wait for the Oopa Roopa to come out for the bait. Don't try and nab it yet. Wait for them to eat the bait and then make your move. Last one for 1,000 zenny. Yeah, we'll take it. This is also a random good time to mention. Bo actually has decent magic. He has a lot of MP, and his, I assume it must be Wisdom. Yeah, it's not as good as Nina's by any means, but it's not bad. Especially considering he doesn't have equipment that boosts it. And he actually has really high AP, so we'll be taking advantage of that later as well. Okay, so these little holes are where the Oopa Roopas are. And we want to... I think we can go to any of them. An alger fruit. Or not. Apparently we were not fast enough and just lost our shot at that. I'd get back to Alger Woods to pick up more, or you could just go there yourselves. Place west of Windia. Can't use exit here. This is awful. Okay. So yeah, this section is definitely a bit of attrition. Like I said, you basically go, you find out that they're being scared off, and if you don't get it perfectly on that first try, you have to go back and get more bait. I think there's also an item you can get if you do it correctly, if you don't do it the first time. But they clearly didn't intend for you to succeed, considering that there is a whole side quest to get more of the fruit. Good news is I know the path now. Probably keeping this party. I guess I didn't even actually think too much about which characters I should be using right now. We have a spot later where we're going to be leveling up Sten. We're going to have Rand on the bench for a little bit after this, I believe. I'm not going to be using Blue. She is the best character in the game, but it feels cheap, and it doesn't really have much of a story purpose. She's literally just like a hidden side character. So... not really my preference on characters to use, basically. We may put her in later, but I'm gonna wait until we get closer to the end game. or if there's a part that's really frustrating me or something that I just want to burn through. She's level 35, I think it is, starting. So she has way more, I mean, really the biggest thing is she has way more AP than everybody else. So she can just burn through enemies with spells really quickly. Hopefully we can get to Windia without Jean or Sten. That's kind of what I was afraid of here. Oh, hey, look. It's the town that we're trying to get to fight the demon that we can't see. But we need to talk to a tree first. Oh, there it is. Being careful here because this is actually supposed to be a relatively hard section. It's a turbocharge. Huh. Okay, so we came through here earlier and met these hunters. They are mysteriously gone. Rand opened the journal. Appears to be a monster hunter's journal. The journal reads as follows. I finally figured it all out. The singing girl can be heard when the scent of alder blossoms is in the air. Some of our men went into the forest to search for the girl, but none have returned. We thought we could trap the girl, but we fell into her trap instead. If you are reading this journal and you value your life, don't go anywhere near the forest. If you hear the singing girl, cover your ears and run as far and fast as you can. Ends in a smear of blood. Dramatic. Okay. So we're going to ignore this and go into the forest because we heard the words alder blooms. Lost in the forest deep in the wood. See a girl. And this is a really cool boss design. It is an angler that uses the human it's neat. So one of these will heal, one of them does damage to us. I messed that up slightly, but I think we're okay here. Actually, no, we should be fine. We're gonna need to do... So basically, we're gonna use this round to heal. Oh wait, restored... Okay, it restores one of them each turn. So we're gonna use an ammonia on Ryu. We're gonna have Rand use rejuvenate on Nina. We're gonna have Bosch. Actually, no. We'll have Rand use it on Ryu. Bosch is also gonna do a Wisdom Seed on Ryu, and Nina is going to heal herself. So we want to use this round in between to heal, because we want to hit all three of them with the dragon, basically. We need to use 2 Wisdom Seeds because we need to get Ryu up to max AP so that he does as much damage as he can with his dragon move. Ryu's dragons are super overpowered. I believe they ignore all defenses is the big thing, so they just do set damage, and it's considered non-elemental. The downside is it takes all of his AP every time. Should survive this, so I won't worry too much, and we'll just have her use rejuvenate on Rush. So actually, with the way the timing worked on that, we could/should have used Ryu's dragon again there, but that's okay. I guess we see if Frost works. Good. That's less good. But we had the heals lined up already, so we should be fine. Ooh, good counterattack. We just so much damage. It's... There we go. Okay, we don't have Jean with us, so we can't teleport. So I guess we just roll back to shore. I would like to stop somewhere and heal. Save ourselves some fruit, since we're going to be, obviously, having Ryu use the dragon spells again. Oh, that's weird, there's a thing in the middle of the ocean. I'm sure that won't come up later. Stop here to heal. Aha. It was still night. Hans. Hans runs an item shop. His item shop carries a bunch of the items that we need to make our gold bars. So we can now do that faster. One less step to it. We could have done that earlier, and I did not know that, so I was teleporting to another town back and forth in a ridiculous fashion. Technically, it was more money efficient, but it's way less time efficient. I'm really enjoying this party. Like, I never really used Bo that much because I don't really like the character design. But, like, it's actually working really well. I'm kind of curious. Like, I'm wondering if I'm even going to use Nina late game. with this, because supposedly the way I'm going to do this setup could work really well for not needing her. I don't know. I know we're going to have Aspara for a lot of the upcoming sections, for the same reason we've needed John and Rand at different points, and Sten, because overworld movement. So once we actually get in here, the Upa-Rupas themselves aren't that challenging. They look kind of freaky, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad as the fruit monster. So one thing I haven't really talked about here, as I use MP restoring items, they actually do damage as well, even on the overworld, which I didn't realize the overworld part until just this video. It's a really weird thing that this game does. That feels very odd. I assume it's to minimize your overuse of, the stupidly powerful dragons. But it feels like there's other ways that could have been handled. There we go. And I believe this should just be one round. We definitely did not need... That's unfortunate. Definitely should not have done all those physical attacks. Whoops. Reasons that you should actually follow the guide. Ray's dead, finally. Okay. Oh, but it's so cute. So we're gonna release the Upa-Roopa, and it will gift us with a treasure chest. I definitely did not know that this was an option as a kid. It's really neat. So if you spare the little monster that's just minding its own business, you get a Buster Sword, which, if we had not already gone to guns, would be awesome. The Buster Sword is actually the item that I was planning on doing. Okay, look, the treasure chest is back. That's weird. And we get a defender. How'd that happen? Which I'm actually not sure is actually... I don't think either of these is actually good for us because we already went nuts. Yeah. But the Buster Sword is still significantly higher damage output than the previous weapons that we had had. And that says a lot about it. The fact that we could have gotten that back, that was what I was saving up for around the Wildcat restaurant when I got my second coin eaten. Not that I'm bitter about the fishing in this game. I'm actually really impressed with Bosch right now. I know he's going to be less impressive once he loses the double bow, but especially right now, I just feel like it's a really good setup. Lots of healing. Rand has really good HP, which is nice. So right after this is done, we have the next boss fight. And our fishing expedition that I mentioned. Oh, you can't use it early, apparently. Didn't know. So, part of my research for all of these has been, or for a lot of games, but especially for RPGs, is watching some of the speedruns that they do for this. So, the primary speedrun has a couple really, really powerful glitches that just basically make the game feel kind of inconsequential. There's a infinite money glitch that you can do immediately. So it was actually really hard to kind of gauge certain things myself because I didn't have a good idea of like strategies for how stuff works because they were going super out of their way to abuse some of the early money glitches, which obviously I was not doing. So I found what is called an any percent run, which is, or not an any percent run, a glitchless run, which still allows the infinite money that I'm using, but is not the kind of over-the-top infinite money that was the other option. And I specifically looked that up because I wanted to know about the strategies for this section, because the way that they do it in the glitched run, they have the 900,000 zenny. Because you just get an arbitrarily large number of money just by like tapping A and B in a certain pattern in a shop after doing a certain series of inputs. Yeah, found that interesting, but I'm really glad I did because it pointed out some of the strategies, like realizing that there was an easier way to do gold, which I already had in my notes. I just didn't realize I could get Hans this early. And then also realizing that you can do that's this next Manila Shop that I'm going to be doing. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna... Actually, that's not even enough. I'm gonna do a quick little... You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and, even though it's a little out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and do... See, I think Cat already has that. I'll double check. So yes, we're going to be doing the Manila Shop probably during the next video, and I don't want to do the money grinding during a video. Probably. So... I'm gonna get it set up and go through one cycle of it quick. Just to kind of show what the difference is and to let people know what we're doing. And I'm also going to show one other aspect of it real quick, because I am going to do my stat boosting. It's not going to be a substantial stat boost, but I do want to just go through it quick once. So I believe what we need is we're going to go in here. We're going to talk to Day, who has the fish store, and we're going to buy a stack of tuna. And then if we go over here, we'll find Hans. Hans has, I think it's these turbocharges, must be. We'll find out. I'm gonna make sure it works. So we spent 3,000 on the turbocharge, and we're gonna spend, I think it was like 300 or something on the tuna each. And so tuna and 3 turbocharge is guaranteed 2 gold bricks. The other thing, which I don't think I actually have access to in town, and I don't want to warp right now. So basically, the elemental items, the like ice, or what was it, the fire spice and stuff that we were using previously as our gold production, can be used to create stat upgrades. And one of those is agility up. So given the way agility works in this game and how behind it constantly feels, and the fact that it helps you with avoiding some of the encounters more easily, because you are more likely to get a got in first message, we're going to create enough stat up items to give every single one of our characters, so we're going to get 8. So we're going to give each character 5 agility boosts. And I feel like this is not as extreme as we could be doing. We want to do it evenly so that the turn order for some of these characters remains the same. We don't want to just like pump up one character. If we did, it would be Ryu. But I think that will help, along with the fishing trip we're going to be doing shortly after this as well. The fishing trip, I need a decent chunk of money. Let's see. Yeah, we need like 50k. So we're just going to do a few cycles of the gold bricks so that we end up with enough to do that, and then we're going to do a couple rounds with the I believe it's the Thunder Rod item, Thundercracker items, to do agility boosts. So I'm basically going to do that off stream here, and then we will come in next time with 5 agility on everybody, enough gold for the next shopping trip, and we'll start off with that before we go get Aspara, our last character, actually. So hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, especially if you have a topic that you would like me to discuss when we do a grinding video, please leave them in the comments. If it's something you want a longer answer on, like for the grind video, make sure you note that as well. And it doesn't have to be about Breath of Fire. It can be about whatever. I'm happy to wax poetic at length. It's the thing I enjoy doing. And as always, have a good one, and we'll catch you next time.